Welcome to MetalVice in 666. I'm one of your hosts, Brian, joined with your other host,
Karen.
And Karen, what is this episode all about?
We're going to talk about the Mastodon poster that we have and framed.
Yeah, this is another one of our poster episodes. So let's just start the timer and dive on in. Okay, so this was from April 30th, 2022.
Yes.
The show. It's right here in front of us.
Yeah.
And, yeah. But we got this at that particular show, that tour. They being Mastodon, had been publishing or posting their unique posters for every show.
Yeah, I was going to mention that they do a unique poster.
Sometimes they do.
Yeah.
I don't think they didn't with the Mega Monster Gojira. They had a poster, but not a unique for every show.
Yeah, but this tour they did do a unique one.
And I remember going into like every day, like looking to see, all right, do they have a show today? They do. Awesome. Do they posted what their poster is going to be today? Yeah. Oh, that one's really cool. Oh, that's fine. It's not as cool as yesterday's. Get to our show, April 30th, the one we know we're going to, because they were in Chicago the day before or a few days after or before, I can't remember, but they were in Chicago as part of this tour, and we saw theirs, and I really liked the Chicago poster, but I think we had another show happening at that time.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's why we went to Milwaukee.
And I liked the Chicago one better. I saw this one, and I was like, it's fine. It's not that good, but it's fine. I do enjoy it. You, though, I don't think liked it at all.
I didn't like it, and I don't like it.
Oh, you don't? I thought you liked it with the frame and everything.
It's a little bit better with the frame, but I still don't care for it that much.
Okay. Why not? Why don't you like this? I guess describe what the poster is, and why don't you like this?
The poster is like a scarab. I think that's what it's called, like a
dung beetle or scarab. Yeah, very Egyptian themed art all around.
Yep, with mummy hands holding up something.
With the wrap coming off the mummy hands.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So to me, the reason why I don't like it is the bug. I don't like the bug.
You just don't like bugs? Is that what it is?
No.
Okay. I'm a big fan of the Egyptian imagery for sure. But like I was saying, looking at other posters of this tour, this one was just not one of my favorite posters they did for the tour.
What about the color to you?
The color is fine. I like the golds, the yellows, and then the brown was a little sort of off-putting, but it ties in really good with those other colors. It's very sort of, I don't want to say dingy looking, but a little dingy, sandy, sort of, it's got that look, like what you would expect, I guess, for like Egyptian when you think of like the desert and whatnot. I
think with the color, I was really thrown off with the color because a lot of the other ones were very bright and like blues and purples and reds and everything.
So I think the Chicago one was all black and white, I think.
Oh, okay. I don't remember the Chicago one, but I remember looking, just like you, I was looking like almost every day. And when we got to this, or when we actually saw this one, I was like, why is it like green and brown? I really didn't like it. But from that perspective, I do like the frame with it. I think it looks better with the matte and the frame and everything. But I just don't. Out of all of our posters, I don't care for this one.
Yeah, and about the frame, I guess, and the matte, the frame and matte is really cool. I do like that with sort of the brown frame and then sort of this textured greenish tan top matte on top of it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then you have this gold frame with sort of dingy little divots and whatnot where it's sort of fading. You get some greens that pop in there and some
you get
blacks.
Like, what's that called? Like the like on real metal, like you get like the oxidation.
Oxidation, like sort of like tints and whatnot.
Yeah.
There's a term for that. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I can't think of what it is.
Yeah. Like it's like that green color. Yeah.
Yeah. When we were getting, and we took this to Foursided again, like all of our other ones, when we were getting it done, I really wasn't a fan of the matte and the frames. But I know
like putting it together.
Yeah. It wasn't like, I didn't know what to do. And when we put that together, it was like, it looks good. It's fine. It's not great. I don't really like it. And I think you really enjoyed it. And the person helping us was like, I like that one a lot too. And so I just sort of like, was like 2 to 1, fine, whatever. It's good enough. It'll be fine. When we got it back with it all completed outside of that one little corner, because when you're doing this, you get like little tiny corners that you stack on top and whatnot. When we got it back, I was like, oh, this is actually really cool. I do like it. How it all came together, I really love how it looks.
Yeah, that's true. We've never really, maybe next time we go get one framed, we should ask if we can not film the person, but film that process. Because it is kind of unique how they do it, where they do just give you like a corner piece of a frame and then corner piece of a mat, and like you put it on there, and it's like does this work? Does this not work? Sort of
Yeah.
thing.
And it can be like super quick, like, yes, that's perfect. That's what I want. And other times it's like, this is working. This isn't working. Let's try switching this one thing out.
That color's not quite right or whatever. Yeah. And we're not too picky.
We're not. And the people at Foursided are awesome. They have such a great eye. Like we just walk in with the thing and we're like, I don't know, what would you do?
Yeah.
And I kind of want to take one in and be like, here's a poster.
Just do it.
Do whatever the fuck you want.
That'd be
Here's
fun.
your budget. Have fun with it.
That'd be fun. We should do that sometime and just be like,
don't spend more than X dollars on this. Have fun.
Yeah. No, that'd be fun.
Anyway, this was like, it's also numbered. We're like 44 out of 160.
Yeah. Which is crazy that these are such low numbers and I don't see the craze over them. Like, I mean, Metallica and stuff, you see the craze like crazy. And with Mastodon, it's like, I don't see that. Do you see it on Reddit and stuff though?
Mastodon posters are really popular on Reddit for sure.
Okay.
I see them all the time. I get what you're saying. Like, some bands always do unique show posters. Metallica's a really good example of this. I think Tool does it a lot. Yeah. Mastodon does it a lot. So I do really, and Grateful Dead too. I love the unique show posters. But yeah. One thing on the back of this, they have like a little stamp that is Mastodon limited edition print. Tells the city, the date in Roman numerals, the venue, and the artist, Dan Dipple. Hopefully you got your name right.
I think so. Dippel.
Really cool that's on there. I like how that like all looks. It fits in really well. It's just a shame it's on the back, so you can't really see it.
Yeah. So to take this photo, did you have to take off the...
I took it before we got it framed.
Oh, okay.
So we're never seeing that again.
Okay, yeah, because it's like... Oh, because now it's like pasted on the mat, right?
Yeah.
Or like, what do we do?
Dry matted.
Dry matted, yeah.
Dry mounted or something like that. Last few seconds we have left. They offered this in a foil and non-foil version.
Right. Yeah.
We opted for the non-foil because I'm not a big fan of the foil versions. We have the Grateful Dead one. We did a episode on that already. Put a link here somewhere maybe. And
no, we won't.
And I don't really like the foil.
Yeah.
It detracts from it a little bit, I think. It's hard to find a mat that works with the foil.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say about this particular version, the foil version of this, I kind of like it a lot because it's not complete foil. It's little sections. Like everything that's white on this would have been foiled.
Yeah, that would have been kind of cool.
And everything else didn't. It might have been foil, but it wasn't as apparent as like all the white little sections. And like I said, we're out of time. So I really hemmed and hawed if I wanted to get a foil version of it because I thought it looked kind of cool. It's also signed. We didn't say that. I think the foil one was signed as well.
I think so. I think both of them were signed.
I think this was maybe $80, $75, something like that.
I don't remember.
I can't remember either. And then the foil one was like double the price or $150 or something like that. So save a few bucks, and I got the non-foil version. The signatures I don't really give a shit about, honestly. But it is in that gold ink, so it really fits really well with everything else.
And they signed very well where you can frame it, where some bands, they sign like right on the corner. And it's like, oh, you can't frame that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I like this one a lot. I get what you're saying about like the art itself. You don't like the beetle, but
and just the colors. I don't know. It's just so dull. So I think that's part of it. The only thing I was seeing is like all the other posters that I saw around the time were like I said, like the blues, the purples, the blue, reds, and everything, and it was like more vibrant. Where this was just like, oh, we get a beetle.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not my favorite one of the tour, but it's not my least favorite one of the tour by any means also, but it's not my favorite. I do really enjoy it, and with the frame and everything, like I said, I was hesitant when we were putting it together, but I did like how it all sort of came together.
Yeah, I think it came together really well, and that it just complements it.
Yeah, for sure.
To be a better poster, so.
But yeah, anyway, we got this by going to live music. You should go check out live music too. If you pick up a poster or not, just go to fucking live music. It's awesome.
Yep. Bye.